With the challenges facing farming, there is almost a natural inclination to close shop and wait for direction on which way forward. The central government position is not fully known. The regulations haven't been fully set. And while we're waiting, that degree of uncertainty creates a lot of angst. But farmers are absolutely brilliant in problem solving. If they have a problem in front of them, they go out and they do something about it. I've run into so many farmers that just want to do stuff. I've got neighbours that are trying to do stuff. I'm involved in groups where everybody's trying to do stuff. There's very, very few people that aren't making an effort or wanting to make that effort. I'm John Faulkner. I'm dairy farming here with my wife Steph and daughter Hattie here in Culverden. I've got a 162 hectare dairy farm, which is about a K up the road from me, and a 47 hectare dairy support block where I'm living. The dairy farm itself, it was one of the first converted in the Mauri Basin by then a company called Dairy Brands. They sold it to me in 2000 and we sit around 300,000 milk solids now, milking 560 cows. About 10 to 15 years ago, there was some work started on the level of dairy intensity coming into Canterbury. I got involved in that because I was always interested in land use and water quality issues. Through the zone committee process, we developed a Waiau River's regional plan, and that set environmental limits for water take and water quality and made a lot of recommendations on other areas. But the work has not been completed, and some of those problems have not gone away. They've become more intensive, i.e. the nitrate level conversation. It was obvious that we still had some distance to travel. On the zone committee there were two Ngā Tahu reps, and a lot of the conversations were about cultural values and biodiversity and Mauri of the water. And I thought, okay, I've got a farm that I can actually do something on. Instead of just talking and recommending that people do things, why don't I step up and do something? So discussed it with two of the zone committee members, and one of them designed a contemporary Noahonga site plan for me to start work on. And then I incorporated into that plan a wider vision of restoring the Waiau Uwha River from the Twin Bridges to the Waiau township. Twin Bridge intake, and it's 18 kilometres down to Waiau township. One of those people that is instrumental in getting my project up and running is Sue McGaw. Part of the problem that a lot of people have, you don't know what plant to put into the ground. Everybody will sell you a plant, but it doesn't mean it's actually going to grow. Her knowledge of plants and the rongoa Māori side of it has been exceptionally beneficial. There's at least 64 different varieties. When you start learning and you understand what you've got, it's amazing how kind of exciting it gets. The central idea was that my project would be a Mahinga Kai hub, and that there would be other projects implemented in a spoken wheel type process outside, and that is happening. It's just happening organically, and whether it's influenced by my project or if it's influenced by central government regulations or just people wanting to do stuff, it doesn't really matter. I would love to be able to look out over this river and know that the braided river has been enhanced, that the endangered bird species, the banded dotterel, the wybrel, have got a safe habitat, the farming community's prospering, They're proud of the work that they've done, they're proud of the area they're in. It's a huge challenge, but in those challenges I think that's where farmers really come through, because you don't get up at 4 in the morning in a howling southerly gale unless you actually love doing what you're doing.